All right, today we're doing something a little different. We're going to go on a hunt, a strategic hunt. We're going to break down a real-world blueprint for finding, validating, and building a billion-dollar company. And it all starts in a pretty unexpected place.
So here's the big one, right? The question that literally keeps every founder and investor up at night. And you know what? The answer is almost never some sudden lightning bolt of genius. Nope, it's a process. It's a systematic way of discovering what's already there. And this is the key. This is the core idea for our entire journey. The biggest opportunities aren't always about inventing something totally new. They're about unlocking the massive value in assets that are just sitting there. Think about what Airbnb did for spare rooms, or what Uber did for idle cars. Our goal is to find the next version of that.
Okay, but before we go hunting, we need to be crystal clear on what we're looking for. We're not trying to build a nice little local business. We are looking for a true venture scale opportunity. And that means a few things. A massive market. We're talking over $1 billion. The ability to take a healthy slice of every single transaction. And this is crucial, strong network effects. You know, where the service gets better and more valuable for everyone as more people join. Think Facebook or eBay. The stakes are definitely high. So, where do we start this billion-dollar search? Not London, not Silicon Valley. We're heading to Milton Keynes. And trust me, this is not a random pin on a map. This is a highly strategic choice. We're deliberately picking our beachhead market, a perfect, contained laboratory to test all our ideas.
So let's really get into this. Why Milton Keynes of all places? Well, it's got this amazing, unique combination of factors. It's growing like crazy. Its grid road system is an absolute dream for logistics, and it is packed with industrial estates and small businesses. But here is the real kicker. It's overlooked. While everyone else is fighting tooth and nail over London, we can come in, acquire customers cheaply, and, this is so important, we can lock down the supply side of our marketplace before competitors even realize we exist. It is the perfect testbed.
To find the treasure, you need the right map and the right tools. So before we even start looking at specific industries, we need to assemble our analytical toolkit. Think of it as a stack of powerful frameworks that will help us see the market with total clarity and make smart decisions. And this is how all the tools fit together, one after another. We start with asset analysis to find the waste, the idle capacity. Then marketplace theory helps us solve that classic chicken and egg problem of connecting buyers and sellers. Next up, blue ocean strategy makes sure we create a new market instead of just jumping into a bloody fight with incumbents. Porter's forces, that helps us build a moat to protect our business long term. And finally, the lean startup method gives us the step-by-step launch plan. The whole thing is a system for de-risking a billion-dollar bet.
All right, with our tools in hand, it is officially time to go hunting. We're now applying this entire framework to the Milton Keynes landscape to see which sectors are the most promising, where are those underutilized assets just waiting to be unlocked.
So our screening process has narrowed the field down to these top contenders. And just think about it for a second. Commercial kitchens that sit empty for half the day. Industrial workshops with tons of unused space. Super expensive construction equipment just gathering dust. Or event venues that are only busy on the weekends. Every single one of these is a potential gold mine. And this chart, well, it brilliantly illustrates our core strategic advantage. See the incumbents? Players like Cloud Kitchens or BizSpace, they have to spend millions buying or leasing actual buildings. That's a huge capital burden. But our model, the marketplace model, is asset light. We don't buy anything. We simply activate the capacity that's already out there, which makes our approach potentially 100 times more capital efficient. And here we go, the moment of truth. This is our comparative scoring matrix, where we've put each contender head-to-head against our key criteria. You can see, for example, that equipment sharing scores highest on moat strength, while commercial kitchens have this massive utilization gap. After running the numbers on everything from market size to network effects, two clear winners start to emerge. So the analysis is pretty clear. Commercial kitchens and specialist equipment sharing both score incredibly high. But the real insight here, the big aha moment, we don't actually have to choose. By combining them, we can create an even more powerful platform. We start with kitchens to prove the model quickly, and then we layer in equipment sharing to that very same customer base. This builds a much wider, much more defensible moat around our business. Look, a winning idea is completely worthless without a plan. So now, we shift from strategy to execution. This is the founder's playbook, the actual step-by-step guide to turning this idea into a real, living, breathing company. We're not about to spend millions building a perfect platform on day one, no way.
We're following the lean startup method. First, we prove the core assumption manually. Can we even connect 10 kitchens with renters? We'll do it with a phone and a spreadsheet, that's it. Only after we've proven the demand exists do we build the software. Then, we build the critical systems for compliance and insurance. It's simple. Validate, then build. Prove, then scale.
Having a plan is one thing, but executing it brilliantly, that's a whole other ballgame. The difference between the companies that succeed and the ones that fail in this space often comes down to just a handful of critical design principles and decisions made right at the very start.
This right here, this might be the single most crucial point of all. Anyone can build a website with a bunch of listings. That's not the business. The real product is trust. People don't pay you for the listing, they pay you for the guarantee of safety, compliance, and reliability. That is what justifies your fee and what creates loyal customers for life.
So how do you actually build that trust? With features. It means embedding insurance into every single transaction. It means verifying trade credentials, like making sure an engineer is on the official gas safe register in the UK. It means automating health and safety checks for kitchens and using smart locks for secure access. This isn't just a list of features. This is the fortress you build around your entire business.
Let's just focus on this for a moment because it is so important. If you look at every successful marketplace in this space, insurance was never an afterthought. It was a day one, non-negotiable part of the product. It is the ultimate enabler of trust between total strangers.
And here's the final crucial lesson, and it's a little bit counterintuitive. The temptation is always to expand as fast as you can. That is a fatal mistake in this game. The winning strategy is geographic containment. You have to absolutely dominate Milton Keynes first, build up so much supply and demand that the marketplace just becomes liquid and self-sustaining. That density is your moat. Win the city, then you win the region, and only then do you win the country.
So after all of this analysis, all this planning, this deep focus on the details, what do we really have? We have a story. A clear, powerful, and compelling narrative that explains exactly what we are building, why it matters, and why it's absolutely going to win.
And here it is. This is the pitch. It's simple, it's ambitious, and it's 100% true. It encapsulates everything we've just discovered. We are not just a kitchen rental site. We are not just an equipment hire app. We are the economic engine for a new generation of entrepreneurs, unlocking the value that's hiding in plain sight all around us. We started this journey in Milton Keynes, but this blueprint, this way of thinking, can be applied anywhere. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. As you walk around your own town or city, what idle capacity do you see? What assets are just sitting there, waiting for a platform to come along and finally unlock their true potential?